Imagine your own parents blocking your number, selling your childhood home, and leaving you for dead until they see your face on the news. So, here's what actually happened. 10 years ago, I told my dad I wasn't going to be a lawyer. I wanted to build apps. He looked me in the eye and said, "Then you aren't my daughter." They didn't just cut me off, they vanished. I came back to New York City after my first semester of college, only to find a for sale sign on my childhood lawn. They had moved to Florida, changed their numbers, and didn't leave a single forwarding address. I was 19, homeless, and had exactly $47 to my name. I lived in a walk-up in Brooklyn that was smaller than a walk-in closet. I worked 3 jobs, learned to code at night by the light of a stolen Wi-Fi signal, and built something from nothing. I spent my 20s eating ramen in the dark, while they were probably sipping margaritas on a beach, glad to be rid of their disappointment of a child. But I didn't stop. I stayed hungry, and I built an empire. 2 weeks ago, I sold my startup for $50 million. The news hit the papers, and like clockwork, the ghosts returned. I got a text out of the blue from a number I didn't recognize. It was my mother. She said, "Sweetie, we're so proud of you. We're back in the city. Let's have a family dinner and catch up on everything we've missed." I met them at a high-end steakhouse in Manhattan. My mother tried to hug me, smelling like expensive perfume in desperation. My father didn't even ask how I'd been for the last decade. He didn't ask how I survived those nights on the subway when I couldn't afford rent. Instead, he pulled out a legal pad. He had a list of every grocery bill, every pair of shoes, and every doctor's visit from my childhood. He pushed it across the table and said, "We're retired now. And since we clearly did such a great job raising a CEO, we'd like our 50% return on investment. It's only fair, right?" I didn't get angry. I didn't even raise my voice. I just looked at the bill, ordered the most expensive bottle of wine in the house, drank a single glass, and stood up. I leaned in and whispered, "You didn't invest in a daughter. You gambled on a stranger. And sorry, Dad, but the house always loses." I left them with the check and walked out into the crisp New York air. For the first time in 10 years, I didn't feel like I was missing a family. I felt like I'd finally cleared my debt to people who never deserved my time.